Mrs. KJ here, going over 7.02 hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbon molecules made mostly of hydrogen and carbons. So that's our first word. Go ahead and write it down. And there are types of hydrocarbons. So we're going to go over the 5 main types of hydrocarbons. Number one are called alkanes. Alkanes. Important information, they have single bonds. They can have 1 and hundreds of carbons. They can be straight or have breaks. So we talked a little bit straight chain in the last CC. And then if I were to add another carbon right here, this carbon would be considered branched. And in order to do that, I would also have 1 less hydrogen on this, because remember each carbon, how many bonds? 4. All right, and you have to memorize this. Please make sure you the cheat sheet for this because I have a lot of the information on there. But I just wanted to go, this is how many carbons are, the formula, and then we have different names. Notice the endings are ane. That tells us it is an alkane, which tells us that all bonds are single bonds. So if I have 1 carbon, it's methane, 2 carbons, ethane, 3 carbons, propane, and 4 carbons, butane, like the city of Butte, Montana. So it's not but, it's Butte. The second type are alkenes. Okay, so again, we have a different end. This time our ending of them is ene. Ene tells us 1 or more double bonds. So sometimes you'll see multiple double bonds. Again, if that happens, we have to get rid of some of these oxygens because each carbon can only have bonds, 4. But in this case, these are all only ones with 1 double bond. So again, we can have between 1 and hundreds of bonds. They can be straight chains, have branches. The alkane slide, I did say propane, but I forgot to say that, propane, butane, you've probably heard of these before. They're very common gaseous fuels. So we use them for fuel. One of the most common alkenes is ethylene, which is also called ethylene. In this case, it is the chemical that causes fruit to ripen. And that's why if you put your fruit in like a paper bag, it helps keep the ethylene in, which helps fruit ripen faster. I love this picture because it's a different stage of banana. Personally, 5. That to me is the perfect banana. 7, blah. I'd rather eat 1 versus 7. So, a fun thing. Next, we have alkynes. Alkynes, notice now we have the ine ending, ethine, propyne, butane. We still have the same prefix, eth meaning carbons, prop meaning 3 carbons, bute meaning 4 carbons. But this time we have 1 or more triple bonds. They can have bonds, and of course they can have bonds, but it's the highest level bond that gives it its name. Again, we can have between 1 and hundreds of bonds, and again, straight chains or branches. So acetylene is one of the most common ones that we use. And even though acetylene is not a good name, it should be acetylene, right? But this one is used in welding. So if I have any welders out there, you've probably acetylene torches, and that is a type of hydrocarbon. Now, okay, if you're like, why do some of these, why aren't we just calling this fine? Well, some of these chemicals have names in common language before we really got organic chemistry as scientists. So that's why some of them have different names. Just like with the fruit, it's technically ethene, but a lot of times you hear it ethylene. So it all depends, and they went through types of naming processes, so that's why. The 4th type of hydrocarbon are cyclic, as in circle. These are single bonds, but they connect like a shape. Now, usually that shape, we always call it a ring. And I mentioned this last CC. It doesn't, if it's cyclo, so it's a circle, prop, 3 carbons, ane, all single bonds. Propane, if it's a triangle, if it's a square, like cyclopentane, pentagon, like cyclopentane, or yeah, like cyclohexane. It doesn't matter what shape it is. Basically, we ring and we consider it cyclic. Now, I put up a few different pictures here. So if you notice, I've been using a lot of these. These are called the ball and stick because you actually can buy these. They're balls with little holes in all over, so that you throw in the sticks and make your molecules. They're kind of fun. What element do you think the black? Those would be carbons. And these white little would be what? Hydrogens. So this is a nice visual way to see it. You can also write it like these. This is pretty common. You can also write it like this. You're thinking, really, how am I supposed to know that equals that? Well, in organic chemistry, all the corners stand for a carbon. All corners equal a carbon. Cool. So it's a shortcut because, you know, if this is your entire job is drawing these, and that's all you do all day, every day, do you really think you need to add in the C's? You know that the corners are C's. You also don't add any H's because you've done this. If this is your job, you're like, oh yeah, well, there's H's because every carbon needs how many bonds? 4. So if these are single bonds, the corner carbon must have 2 hydrogens on it. So just throw the hydrogens on, especially if one of these is a different element, like an oxygen or a phosphorus. We'll talk more about that later. So different ways, all of these are exactly the same. The type of hydrocarbon are aromatic. Aromatic as, yeah, aroma. They smell. And usually they have very distinctive smells. Some of them are very nice and sweet smelling, and some of them are absolutely awful. So, but if they have a distinct smell, that's usually a characteristic of an aromatic and how they got their names. Aromatic, again, our shape, we have our, remember what we have our, but this time we have double bonds, and usually every other one is a double bond. So if it's a ring with double bonds, it's aromatic hydrocarbon. Now again, I have 3 different ways to draw this. Draw this with all my carbons and hydrogens. I can draw it where each core is a what? Carbon. And again, the scientist said, well, each carbon has to have how many bonds? 4. So this carbon has 1, 2, 3. Oh, that must mean there's a bond on it, 4th bond. As another shortcut, when we have these double bonds, sometimes they just draw a circle in the middle because basically it gets sloppy when you're drawing all these lines. And so this circle in the middle is an indication that, yep, it's aromatic. In other words, it has the bonds. All right, so this is your cheat sheet. Your cheat has all your prefixes on it. Your cheat also goes through alkanes, alkenes, and alkynes. The rest of this we're going to talk about later, but I at least want to show you this part. I love that alkane, alkene, alkyne. Check this out. If you look at what's different, the A, E, Y, it's alphabetical order. Alphabetical order. So the first alphabetically is a bond. Second one alphabetically is a double bond. And the third one alphabetically is a triple bond. So it's a good way to remember that. But again, you don't have to because alkynes have a triple bond on your cheat sheet. Alkenes have a double bond and it's on your cheat sheet. And alkanes have a single bonds only. And again, this is on your cheat sheet. Make sure that you use your cheat sheets. So today we talked about hydrocarbons. And hydrocarbons are, of course, made of what? Hydrogen and carbon. So alkanes have only our single bonds. Example, meth, meaning one carbon, methane, all single bonds because of the A. Alkenes have at least one double bond. F, 2 carbons. Ene, through it'd have to have at least one bond. Dynes have one carbon-carbon bond. So bute, meaning 4 carbons. Butyne, so at least one triple bond. Cyclic, cyclic means what? So, like a cycle. Ringed structures with carbon-carbon single bonds. An aromatic, oh yeah, the one with a distinctive smell, are also ringed, but they have single and double bonds. So check this out. Both of these are hex, even though this one says benz, no, this is one of these where it has a very common name. But we could also say that this one was a cyclohexene. So this one has 2 different names. But check this out. They both have 6 carbons, but one of them has way less hydrogen. Why? Why does this one have way less hydrogen? Because each one can have a total of how many bonds? 4. And so some of these are double bonds, and because of that, we basically have a lot of bonds and a space, so there's hydrogens that can be attached to it. All right, always do your worksheet, check your own answer, let me know when you have questions. Bye.